Celtic fell to a 2-1 defeat yesterday thanks to Hibernian. However, thankfully to Rangers being absolutely terrible, there was no movement in the points between the two teams as they lost 2-0 to St Mirren at home. As always, we will listen to the Rangers fans who are in Meltdown. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Have a listen.
I'd like the club to explain why I've made it home and the manager's still in a job. There's absolutely no excuse for the mentality shown by the players. You know, the manager, the buck stops with the manager. You know, we're playing passive football. You know, I don't understand how many times we need to go through this before people at our club actually understand that you can't win and be successful playing such passive, pishy football with absolutely zero plan. We're moving the ball about. You know, the horseshoe football was a term coined under Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, and it's still there. We move the ball side to side and out to the wing. We know our actual plan and how we get into the box. No actual plan of how we actually threaten. The players don't seem to know what they're doing, and that's got to come from the management and the coaching. You know, we obviously have the manager working all week with the players. You know, they're in training full time. They're working all week with the manager and the coaches, and there's no sign of any sort of plan when we go out there. And that's 2 games at home at Ibrox over the last sort of 2 weeks, and we've been garbage. We embarrassed the club by losing at home in the cup against Queen's Park. We went and been fortunate to win at Tynecastle, but you know, let's take credit. The players went and took advantage of their chances and won at Tynecastle, and then come back to Ibrox and play like that. There was a lethargy about the performance right from the start, and that quickly moved into the stands. Yeah, there's a bit of a buzz, there's a bit of positive news ahead for the club, hopefully, but you know, there's absolutely zero credit in the bank for those players with the fans, and the lethargy on the park is getting matched by what's in the stands.
Pathetic's an understatement, mate, isn't it? It's just, for weeks now, they've just not shown up. Is it? And you hear this phrase all the time, isn't it? The players have the manager's lost the dressing room, but I mean, come on, honestly, what exactly is he instructing those guys to go out there and do? And as a manager, see at half time, we've seen it all the time. We play crap in the first half and we get at half time. What exactly is he telling these players? What's he filling in their head to say that? Is that a good enough performance that he thinks? Or because if it was me or any other manager, they'd be getting a rock up their backside and told, look, out. You know what I mean? See if you show up how you are playing again in that first half, you won't be playing for Rangers again. That's the type of mentality that we need in this club now. Look, I'm not saying threatening players, but players need to be worried about if they're going to get into that first team again. Because if you to sit down and look at that player, if that whole team sheet today, what one of the players would you even give pass marks to? I mean, honestly, who would you give pass marks? You wouldn't give a pass marks to any of these players. And they should have professional pride. Are they just thinking, oh, it's just St Mirren, they'll just turn up and we'll beat them? Because that's not worked in the last couple of games.
It worked against Queen's Park, didn't it?
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's just not happened. So I'm just flummoxed. See, at the end of the day, I'm not even. Everybody's like, oh, we're numbing all that sort of stuff. I wasn't even surprised at that. I knew it was going to happen. I was seeing my auntie earlier on the day as well, and she's a Celtic fan. And I says, don't worry. I says, we'll get beat today as well. That's just what happens. For some reason, these players don't have the mental capacity to put on that royal blue shirt. That's just the way I think. Or it's the manager's insecurities that are seeping into this team, and he needs gone. As Alan said, how the hell did Alan get home in time and Clement still out doing a presser? I mean, come on, we're all fed up with it now. Sick to the fucking back teeth of this man.
Yeah, absolutely pathetic. And yet, there's bits in the game that we'll gloss over, like the Eagle Man red card, because the performance was just awful. Yes, the players have to take a massive chunk of the responsibility, but ultimately that comes from the manager. The manager is setting them up, and a manager's job, no matter what players he's got, is to improve and work with the players that he has. I don't know any player that I can think of that this manager has improved over his time with the club. And like Alan said, today was not expected. The longer the game went on, I was sat there, and if it hadn't been the fact I was on this after the game, I'd have turned it off and just got on with something else because I could see what was going to happen during the game. And I feel sorry for all the fans there today that have watched that and supported, and the few that stayed towards the end. Fucking fair play to them, because I would not have been sat there based on the way that game was going.
The whole team, the tempo, the lack of urgency, the lack of movement, the lack of desire, the lack of physicality. We lack physicality in that team, and that team cannot deal with Scottish football. Now, granted, I'm looking at the table in front of me. We're 15 points clear in second place. That's not going to be an issue. We'll stumble over a line and make sure we finish second. But we need to build a team that's competitive. We need to build a team that understands what's going to happen in these games. As Wilf says at the game, I'm sitting in front of him. We're 2-0 down at home against St Mirren, and we've made their keeper make one save in the game. That is absolutely ridiculous. That can be chopped up and laughed at, but that is absolutely scandalous that keeper's barely had to dirty his gloves today. All he's had to do is take 3 minutes every goal kick, just dilute the game and slow the game down. But the fact that we just have created absolutely nothing today, there's all talk about, the manager's lost the dressing room. See, even if he's lost the dressing room, see, for professional football players to put in performances like that, it's deplorable, it's disgusting, and it's no good enough for people associated with Rangers Football Club, because their standards are on the floor right now.
Yeah, they are. 100%. You know something, Alan? You're 100% spot on, because see when Celtic dropped points earlier today, and if we had beat St Mirren, you make it 10 points, it's still like 99.9% that Celtic are going to win the league. But you can just cast that wee tiny bit of doubt. We've still to play you twice. You just can't drop any. Just cast that wee bit of doubt. But every single time, what do we do? What, you drop points? Hold on, we'll give you a horn.
Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you